All right, welcome back here to 6A and 6D. Simone, Peeze, Eagle, and GM in the producer's chair. Welcome in as we now wrap up 9 weeks of football and 2 more weeks to go, and then the playoffs begin.
Yes, sir.
And then we get things really going. But the worst show to do is the playoff weekend show, right? The first weekend of playoff games, because you have like 85 million games to preview.
Oh, man.
Those are long, man.
Those articles are long.
So
I mean, the article is long, but it's not as bad as the mid-season one.
Yeah, those are intolerable.
Yeah. So anyway, let's dive into it, though. 6 and 6D,
Yes.
what caught your attention from week 9? Peeze, Del Rizzi, I start with you. What caught your attention?
Guardians won, which infuriated me because that means that
OSP's
OSP
not
Power
in the
has to win a game, which we seem incapable of doing.
You guys really falling off the wagon, huh?
It's a good read. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's as bad as my degenerate gambling. But yeah, with Guardians beating the Pack, and I spoke to Kevin Marshall after this game. He got 2 touchdowns on the ground as well as the 3 passing touchdowns. So really using his full arsenal now.
But that was also like, it wasn't a close game.
No,
The Guardians really...
But
Guardians looked like
Daniel
a strong...
Krebs wasn't there for
Yes.
the Pack. So a lot of short fields for Kevin Marshall. They did have 4 interceptions on defense.
Yeesh.
But
But Guardian looked like a really strong team. But again, the Pack's missing their quarterback. So,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't really matter. But it...
look, the key for Guardians, because I don't think any of us consider them to be contenders,
Fair.
even if they make the playoffs. They need to learn, and Kevin Marshall needs to learn. And I think a game like this, fine, Daniel Krebs isn't there. Their defense still there. You're learning how to play in different positions, different parts of the field.
Yes, Eagle.
Keep in mind, Kevin Marshall, 9 for 18, 110 yards, 3 touchdowns. So even at 40 yards a touchdown, he didn't get there.
Well,
right?
because again, it was short field all game.
Yeah.
It was short field all game. It was the
and those are
defense
good
wanted the
stats.
game, which is how this team was built.
Yeah, but again, like, this is a morale booster sort of thing. Like, they'll go into next week's game with like high morale instead of being like, oh, we lost 6 games in a row and we're terrible. So it kind of helps. But listen, good for them. They won the game. They're not technically in the playoffs. We'll see how they finish.
What does that say about the Pack, though, being a yo-yo team? Like, they 1 week we
They were
say,
missing
you
the
know what?
quarterback, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but we spoke about them about 6 weeks ago. We said, hey, you know what? Maybe they might have put it together here. Right division for them, and here they get outclassed by a Guardians team by almost 3
But
scores.
their quarterback wasn't there.
I know, but I'm just saying, though, in terms of what we project them to be with Krebs.
Well, yeah, but if the quarterback was there,
But
the
they've also
outcome
not
would've
been good with Daniel Krebs there.
They haven't been terrible.
No, they've been fine.
Exactly.
They've been
Pack-
okay.
They've been fine.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the Pack to be.
I was
10-0.
expecting to be very good, to be honest.
Okay.
I thought Daniel Krebs would have been more successful based on the last time we saw him play in FPF.
Okay.
So
you're a bit disappointed by the
Yeah.
outcome of the total of the season, whereas me, let's say from the midpoint of the season, I feel like they're pretty much what I expect them to be.
yeah,
They're a good middle of the pack team that could potentially have a few good games and upset a few teams. I don't see them playing for the championship, but I could also see them winning 1 or 2 games and being like in that conference finals at like that one team that we didn't expect that makes it there. Like the Pack could be that team.
What about you losing to a Not Fast Just Furious by a score of 45-20? Not like a
Surprising.
25-24 score. This is a double-digit, no 5-play score here.
It's surprising, but Not Fast Just Furious can have very good nights like this. They have a few guys veteran in FPF. They have good players. I feel they needed some time to kind of build chemistry together, get their things going. But as we've talked about before, matchup dependent.
I'm just surprised that you allowed that many points.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Because I talked about it. I found it to be a very adaptive team. They don't give you the same look all game.
But they don't have the size. Though.
But
Like, they're not
defense-
tall players,
Yeah.
and not Fast Just Furious as tall players.
But to counter your
if
point,
you're hitting
though,
jump balls.
Yeah,
to counter your point, though, because when you played them, was it 3 weeks ago?
yeah.
You guys jumped out to a big lead.
Yeah.
And then they came back. And
Well, because they adjusted better than we
adjusted.
did, and I thought that it was going to be the same kind of thing where even if they got behind early, they'd adjust, but apparently not. Apparently, Not Fast Just Furious were able to maintain their pace throughout the game.
Very interesting game. Los Bandidos, pension plan.
That's
Los
a big
Bandidos-
loss for the
Los
pension plan.
Bandidos,
That's a bad
32.
loss.
Pension plan 12.
That's
That's
a
a
bad
shocker.
loss, though. That's a
Yes and no. It's the kind of team pension plan can lose to because of the
But it's a big loss.
speed and athleticism on Los Bandidos.
But that's like a sort of loss where we couldn't do anything. You scored
Yeah.
12 points.
Yes, because the way the team is built, Vince Pisano is much better playing with a lead than coming back from behind.
Okay.
So I think
So an early mistake could really.
yeah.
killed
With the Los Bandidos defense, I think they match up well against an offense that uses basically three parts in Anthony Seja, Junior Spera, and Giovanni Giamarella.
2 INTs for them, for the Los Bandidos.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Vincent Benjamin is the best player nobody knows in FPF.
He's really good.
So if you're looking for a low cap guy for a higher division team, he's your man. He's amazing.
For now,
yeah.
until next year. When
Yeah.
he'll
Until
get
somebody
boosted
picks him up.
Yeah.
Well, but he's still like he's playing Division 6, Division 5. His cap will go up
yeah.
drastically, but he's probably the best player in Division 6.
But I score kept Los Bandidos a few weeks ago when they played in Kirkland, and the one thing that really popped out was they're soft on defense.
In what sense? Like diarrhea or
no.
like...
What?
I'm just asking
What?
because you said soft on defense. I just wanted to make sure you were
Bad
referring to...
tacos.
Yeah.
Got it. Makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Follow the show.
Come on. You
Sorry,
have one
dude.
job here.
No, but like I score kept them, and they like there's a jump ball, and nobody on defense is going for the ball. They're all playing the flags. There's the guys running up the sideline. There's a DB going towards the sideline as like the flat defender, misses the tackle, and the two safeties don't even attempt to catch up to him, thinking, oh, you got it, it's fine, and he stopped running. So a 5-yard slant turned into a 40-yard touchdown. It's the small things that one of those mistakes could cost them a lot because they kind of give up on the play before it even happens. That's what I mean by soft. They don't go all out, sort of thing. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Because
But back
the way you were looking at me.
No,
was
I
like,
know what you mean. It's a finesse defense in a sense.
Yeah.
Where like
50-50, you're not going to go
no,
blue collar
but
and get that
if you
ball.
have an errant throw, they'll make you pay.
Yes, they like in the right place at the right time. It's just sometimes they just don't play the ball the right way. Whereas the Los Bandidos that we saw in the fall tournament, they had a few different guys, but they always played like every game mattered, and they went all out every game,
So
and they played much better.
Can we say instead of finesse or more of a vanilla defense?
No, I mean
I wouldn't say that.
No,
I mean, based on your description and like now having thought about it, yes, I can see what you mean. They're not aggressive, but they're well positioned and they make smart reads on the defensive side of the ball.
yes, but they're not the kind of players that are. They're not going to jump that hook and make it a pick six. You
Yeah.
know, they're going to play safe, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, it tends to work in Division 6 because quarterbacks make mistakes, right? So.
Yes, of course. 6D, anything caught your attention there, Peezler?
Anthony Adana playing quarterback for Black Sox.
Well, that's a big one.
That's interesting.
And getting the win in
Yeah.
his first ever game at quarterback. I didn't even know the kid could throw. So
Now you do.
I mean, yes and no. They had a short field all game. He ran for a touchdown as well. His legs were a big part of it.
I didn't know he could throw. I didn't know he was able to.
I mean, he has arms. So
He was 12-24 for 96 yards and 3 TDs.
yeah,
It's not terrible. It's not great.
Well, he was throwing for what, 8 yards a pass? Completion?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's
not
fine.
great,
That's
but it's
almost
fine.
first down, right? Every pass completion he had.
Kraken speed replacements. So as soon as you dump them, basically nobody likes you. As soon as you dump them, as soon as you got off the bandwagon, they have
Kraken's-
not lost the game.
I know. It's one of those things where that's one of the reasons why I hate the stock market is every time I sell things it just increases. It's very frustrating. I should sell things to you.
I would not buy them.
But yes, because it works afterwards. It goes up and then you can give them the
I
profit.
still don't trust you. You're just not a trustworthy guy.
That's true.
Etienne Beauchamp, 2 TDs, 3 INTs. Replacements, he used 4 quarterbacks that totaled, I believe,
That cannot
15
Possibly
for
work.
15 to 29 for about 94 yards, 1 TD, and 2 INTs between the 4 quarterbacks.
You
That
know who
cannot.
used one quarterback and got trampled? DGC. Stephens was awful.
I mean, he
Was
talked
he-
trash
was he
a few weeks
heavy?
ago. Was it last week that he was on?
Sorry?
Yeah,
Was
he
it
was on
last week he was on the
yeah.
podcast?
Yes.
And he was talking trash about everybody.
Yeah.
And then he puts up this
Yeah. That's what happens.
no points egg. Yeah,
Um,
okay, Stefan.
Sunday Touch Boys have been getting better each week. They're a good team, right? We knew it's going to happen
Yes.
at some point. They're still new to FBF, and Fall Cup's a little bit different from the season.
Disturbing name, but yes.
Very. The more we think about it, very disturbing. And
We get censored, but they don't.
seriously, I know, right? 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, not even 50 yards passing. It was horrendous.
I
He
mean,
also
Sunday
got sacked
Touch
twice by
Boys-
Mark Bellini. Bad day.
Sunday Touch Boys aren't a bad team, like you said. But they have weeks where they're just absent, I guess. Like
Sorry?
they have weeks where they're just. It
The
feels
milk
like
carton disappeared.
yeah. But,
I think
this was
that's
not one of
that's
those.
just being new in FPF, right?
Yeah, it's their second
not
season
knowing
now.
how to manage games, not knowing how to react to certain situations, panicking.
Well, yeah, it happens when there's a lot of teams that do that. Is if you're down 12-0, you turn like
Are
a
you
panic.
talking about someone in specific?
No. No, I was talking like
Jerk.
I could have, but no. You're down like 12-0, and teams just panic and give up. Like this, you know what? This game's over. We're already out of reach. We're not going to catch up to them. They're going to keep scoring. We're going to lose 40-0. Where in fact, you're only down 12-0. All you need is one stop, and you're back in the game.
So I've been pretty happy with how 6D has been in terms of competitiveness. start
It's
to
gotten
finish.
better since week 3.
It has
Except-
not got better except because this was
Well, the points for it has.
Check this out: Baker Boys 27, Pine Riders 2, Vultures 59, Brewers 2. Two teams scored 2
Three,
points.
But,
three teams
but I'm
scored
blind,
2
though.
points. How?
No, one team scored 0. Sunday Touch Boys 0.
Yes, Eagle.
Oh,
Safeties.
I'm sad.
That's how you get 2 points.
Yes, but how often do you see those?
Black Sox 26.
How often does a team finish with 2 points in a game, and now we have 2 in the same week?
A
It
team
happened
once
in,
won 2
yeah,
nothing.
It happened 2 weeks ago.
I was there.
I was,
I
there
was
too.
there.
I was hanging around. Black Sox 26, Goat Depot 8, and Krakens. Well, Krakens it wasn't really a blowout, but 19-6 again,
I-
only allowing 1 score.
I hate
So
them
there
much.
was 1, 2, 3. Actually, 3 teams scored 2 points. Sorry, 1, 2, 3,
what I said.
4, 5, 6 teams scoring a touchdown or less.
Don't worry, Simon. It's only right when Peeze says it. Just because you
Correct.
said it was 3 teams
Yeah,
doesn't mean
I
it's
would-
Say,
right.
no, it's 2.
I would not trust you. You're not.
Well, we saw it
I'm not
right here.
trusting
I said
source.
3. You're like, no, and then you looked it up. You're like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, correct. When
And you
notes
had
are
it in
wrong.
front of you the whole time. Hi,
I
Mo.
know. Hey, I was just listening to this GM's point of view here.
Hi, Mo.
Mokan's not listening. He's zoned out. That's how you know.
No.
Oh yeah, GM said something. I think.
Now we look at Conference A right now. Spots 4 through 6. You got
In
the
Division
U
6?
in Division 6,
Okay.
right? You have the U, the Blitz Babes, and Stick and Movers. All in that order. Number 4, 5, and 6. Right now, the team that no one wants to face is who between the U, Blitz Babes, and Stick and Movers.
I'd say to you. That's
I
the
say Blitz
Even
Babes.
even coming off the bad loss
Yeah.
that they had.
Blitz
Elaborate.
Blitz
like
Babes-
you do, for instance, you play in Division 6.
Yeah.
So who's it? So Blitz Babe is the one team that you would not want to face in playoffs
Yeah.
over
Um,
Stick and Movers and the U.
I mean, you
wouldn't
need
want-
to win matchups against Blitz Babes because they have fantastic athletes and a
Okay.
quarterback who can buy time against any rusher except maybe Andrew Knopp.
Okay.
So I think that they create a lot of matchup problems. Where if you have superior athletes, like I think Blitz Babes would beat the U in playoffs
Okay, that's interesting.
based on the fact that they have better matchups across the board.
Okay, that's interesting.
They can just man up all game.
I saw Blitz Babes play on Saturday at Loyola, and obviously the level of competition that they played against on Saturday was nowhere near what
Mhm.
it could be for a playoff matchup here. But their defense is pretty good.
It is.
They have a boatload of INTs.
And they do something that teams don't do in Division 6. They communicate. They're constantly talking on defense.
That's
They're
good.
like,
constantly
hi, how are you? Hope you have a
Hi.
nice day.
adjust your flag belt,
This-
sir.
this
It's,
guy.
no.
Wow,
They-
that would be such a good thing to say.
No, they don't.
Every play, just your flags. The guy looks down. What do you mean? Oh,
Plays over.
Because they played
missed it.
Flunkerton on Saturday, and look, Flunkerton's not a good team.
I don't understand how. they're not
But they
good.
win games. They beat Flooding Flamingos.
But Flunkerton
I don't understand
got-
Flunkerton.
But hold on here. Before we get to that, the Blitz Babes.
I know what happened. I got on the bandwagon for Funkerton 3 weeks ago.
Done. Season's over. Sorry, guys.
Kiss of death from Simon Dagenet.
Rico Tolino's gonna hide. He's even gonna be under your bed when you get home.
He's gonna send you a
They-
message. Yo, why?
They had 7 INTs thrown by Flunkerton towards
Yeah.
Blitz Babes had 7 INTs in that game.
I mean, you can't win even at 5. That's tough. 7 is that a record?
2 is tough to win.
Is that a record? 7
I don't know. GM, is 7 interceptions a record in FPF?
thrown.
Thrown.
Yeah, intercepted by one guy definitely.
There's some guys who don't throw that in a season.
7. I
Yeah.
know.
Well,
To be fair, I've thrown 7 in one game.
Matthew
Have you?
Golley had 4 of them actually.
What?
Matthew Golley had four INTs,
Yee.
1
He's
pick
amazing.
six.
He's amazing. He's a good player.
I hope 7's not the record because I would have the record. I would hate that.
You have a record of many things.
All bad things.
Nothing great.
The most vulnerable team is now who between these 3,
Sticky movers.
and why? Because of the roster depletion of suspensions, or
Well,
is-
Well, yes, part of it. But
No, but the sticky movers have everyone back now.
amongst
just
the
Zoltak and he's
teams
back.
that were named, among Blitzbabe, the U, and Sticky Movers, I find that they're the weakest of the 3.
I mean, then again, if you look at the standings, only One Speed Power and Goon Squad could potentially catch them, right? Because Stick and Movers at 8 points.
Well,
One
no,
Speed
because
and Goon are
also
at 4.
sticky movers have the tie break over one speed power.
Exactly, yeah.
So
So
we can't even catch sticky.
you would have to get into a 3-way tie and beat them on some
Yeah.
type of criteria-based thing.
Yeah.
So
Peeze with most passing yards is why they got into the
If,
playoffs.
if that was a criteria, then we'd have a chance.
That would be
Alright.
great if one day
The
we
most
have
passing yards that don't result in touchdowns.
that's a record.
Yeah, it must be. Honestly, it really must be.
Pease's award winners.
Okay.
Right now, if you had to
I
put-
thought
if-
you were going to read the next one. I had a very good thing.
Yeah, well, we could do that next week.
Did these teams exceed expectations?
Sorry.
Beck stations? I was
Yeah.
like, what? Did you read the
Yeah, I
script?
saw it. I saw it.
Beck stations. I was like, what are Beck
My
stations?
mind, like I read quickly, so it automatically adjusts. I don't
No,
catch all the mistakes.
I took a minute to
it's the
understand.
bench press at the gym.
It's
Peck station.
I thought it was like Peck tattoos. Peck stations? Peck
All right,
tattoos?
turn off his mic. Hey, that's a bad joke. I thought you would have a good joke.
So
Your award right now, if you had to pick award winners, quarterback of the year would be who?
I mean, Vince Pisano just coming off a terrible game, but I think it's gotta be him.
The closest one to him would be Zach Jonio because of the rushing yards and the rushing touchdowns.
yeah, correct.
And he's playing really well. Like honestly, I scored kept him. I think it was week 1 in Brossard, and he had like 2 touchdowns and 2 picks, and or close to that.
How many voters do we have for these year-end awards?
Simon Dagen.
Well, you
Simon Dagen is the
I
only
don't
voter.
Mo sends me his
He
votes
ignores
every season.
everyone.
We have how
Yes.
many voters? 6, 7?
More than that. Like 9.
It's the entire
G-
media team, isn't
GM,
it?
do you
Depends
vote
on
on
the
these?
Division 2. Some people contribute,
Yeah,
others
yeah,
don't, right? Division
true.
6, because it's new and if you're not following it like in very detailed fashion, it's hard to pick a guy.
Well,
who
we
usually
ask
does best.
guys that know either cover the division or play in the division, knows the division well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask a guy that does never played in Div 6 before, doesn't know Div 6 I won't ask Mokanto for Div 6 because you're on their show and you don't even pay attention.
Well, you watch a lot of those 6 games.
Yeah.
so
He doesn't pay attention though.
that's fair. But honestly, even with the rushing TDs, it puts Jonio at 33.
I said it was close. I didn't say we'd get it.
Yeah.
But
that's
the
like
season's not over though.
that's fair. But it's 6 touchdowns back with 2 games left,
He can catch up with that.
and he has and Petroplan's played a game, has played an extra game, so maybe
6 is could potentially be 1 game.
unless Pisano throws like 6 touchdowns next game. And then
Yeah,
it's
but if
iced.
Pezzano hasn't done the bad game, which he just
Yeah.
did, then
And
there's a chance.
Plans next
I'm saying
games,
he should have it. I agree with you that Pezzano is sort of a lock, but there's a chance somebody catches up to him. And
They
if
will
that's
play-
the case.
they will play Clinkers actually in
Oh,
their
that's an
last
interesting
game of the
Pentaplan?
year. Plans will play Clinkers. That is
That's
correct.
interesting.
And they've only given up 198 points.
Yeah.
Oh, clinkers.
Clinkers, yeah.
As for receiver of the year, it's looking like Justin Lerner. Just the 17 touchdowns.
There's a chance Max Bura catches up to him.
Max Brewer can catch him. Louis Bejean can catch him. But Louis Bejean has an extra game, so I don't think he'll
That's
he'll
why.
get
That's
it.
why I said Max Bura. Yeah.
And the better teams have started to take that away from Marc-André Delanier. So like a lot of his damage was early in the season in a sense.
Yeah, well, he has like a 200 yards, 4 touchdown games.
Yeah. The defensive player of the year, I'm actually going with Andrew Knopp
No, I'm going with
because like
yes, but
if he ends the season with like 25, 26 sacks,
yeah, it's
that's
yes.
an astronomical.
But yes, but I'm going with Craig Browning.
Why?
7 picks, 7 TPDs, 2 pick sixes, and like 20 tackles. The guy is all over the place.
So he
12
should.
tackles, by the way, not 20.
I'm
But
dyslexic. I didn't see nothing.
apparently, just to me, it's he's having a good season on defense, but it doesn't stick out compared to the sacks for
Okay.
me.
No, that's fair.
And
Season's not over.
and two
You see guys with 4 picks all week, every week.
Sorry,
You see a guy if he gets 4 picks next week,
yeah,
it changes the picture.
that's true.
So we'll see. It should be an interesting race to follow.
two-way is likely going to go to William Power.
I disagree. I'm going with Jared Buck here.
Owen Power's had a good year though.
Maybe. I mean,
The underdog, Jared Buck.
they made the thing. Will Power is actually also thrown, and so his receiving stats have come with one less game.
But not his defensive stats.
What? But his defensive stats still 7 interceptions. It's close. It's one or two. One of the two. I don't think it'll be Craig Browning because his offensive stats.
No.
aren't
I'm
quite
going
there.
with my vote was Jared Buck.
Yeah.
He's-
It's one of the two basically.
Yeah, he didn't have the best quarterback season, but as a two-way player, he's the reason why that team is in the playoffs.
MVP, if you had to pick an MVP, gentlemen.
Cowboys, man. He turned the franchise around.
Bruins.
Yes.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Should he have an MVP?
That
award?
or maybe it's recency bias because we just played against them, but Justin Lerner is not coverable by anybody in Division 6.
So should we not have an
Not
MVP
fair.
award
That was a
though?
fun-
Yes, we should make it like an unofficial podcast thing. Get
Yeah,
people on
but-
the spot.
Can we? Do we have budget for like a crappy award? Like a
Like
bowling
an iron,
trophy, like something that makes no sense.
like an
We
orange.
Toilet
have
seat.
a lot of these.
No. Something that.
We
Something,
have a lot of milk
and because it's an audio medium, that Eagle after 5 years still hasn't understood. He showed me some of the little milk
Oh, okay.
containers. Again, dude, there's people who listen to the show. You need to describe it.
You're
He's
the
now
worst.
throwing milk containers. This is where the show has devolved to.
Ow.
Thank you, Eagle.
Hey,
thank
Simo
you
hit
so
something on target.
Yeah.
He was aiming for you, GM.
Ow.
But yeah, like
You
can
play
we,
with me.
Can we get like 9 crappy trophies?
No, can we get like,
Like
A
but
toilet.
like terrible
No, let's get a
trophies.
toilet seat.
But still
No.
trophies. Yeah, like a toilet. That would be awesome.
or could we get like ribbons?
Because FPF doesn't respect you enough to give you a real award, so we give you this toilet seat.
That's
Let's
great.
get a whole bunch of Dundies.
Dundies? Can we get
Nice.
them from the office?
I'll get you some.
Coming up
get us on
next, Marc-Andre Delaunay. Now we'll ask him his thoughts on Div 6 and 6D with these two gentlemen to my left, and Peeze and Simon, and
Hi.
Eagle and GM
Notice
to
he
my
said
far
these two
right.
gentlemen.
I
and he said-
legitimately
and
thought you were going to say these two
Hey,
idiots.
No, it's
No.
MPs.
These two gentlemen.
Today's guests on the Sportira guest line are brought to you by Sportira, the official suppliers of FPF uniforms and jerseys, as well as the home to the Sportira cage. Are you not getting your stats because your jersey is so beat up that the scorekeeper can't read your number? Don't be that guy on the Flag Plus football wall. We all know who you are. And get yourself or your team a fresh new look today by emailing info@sportira.com for quotes and details.
Salut Marc, ça va?
Salut, ça va et vous?
Yes, sir.
Est-ce que c'est pas un peu d'amour de votre part?
Pour.
Non, je rigole. Pour le QB de l'année, non, je rigole. Je le mérite vraiment pas.
No.
Non, tu le mérites vraiment pas. C'est pas qu'on t'a pas donné d'amour.
Although, dude, for your first season, man, you're having a good year.
Ouais, ça oui.
Yeah, mais d'après moi, c'est comme je disais à Rob hier, c'est une erreur statistique. C'est comme ça. Ils ont splitté le zéro d'une coche trop à droite, trop à gauche, je devrais dire. Ouais.
Non, mais la première saison, c'est pas toujours évident. Puis honnêtement, comme si tu joues bien, c'est impressionnant. Mais je suis d'accord que QB des Years, c'est quand même un peu a stretch at this moment. Mais tu sais jamais, si tu lances comme 15 touchdowns dans les 2 prochaines semaines.
Non, mais pour vrai, Vince Pisano le mérite vraiment beaucoup. Ou Star Trudeau dans mon vote. C'est les deux qui méritent vraiment beaucoup. Vince Pisano, si j'aurais à voter, il y aurait mon vote présent.
Alright. Puis si t'avais un MVP of the Year à donner à quelqu'un, ce serait qui?
MVP, je suis d'accord avec toi. J'arrête Buck, je veux dire, à cause de son côté, ben, il joue QB, puis son côté défensif. Ça serait soit lui ou Justin Runner.
Ok. Alright.
Parce que Justin Runner, c'est ça, hier, j'ai regardé justement la game contre OSP. Et justement, il fait des catchs incroyables. Il vole sur le terrain autant défensif. C'est wow.
T'as-tu un joueur en division. MVP en 6D?
Oui, moi, je dirais, ça serait Mark Bellany.
Ok. Pourquoi?
C'est que des deux côtés, oui, c'est ça, il est comme il est meneur au deuxième pour les réceptions. Puis en défensive aussi, il est parmi les meneurs pour les interceptions. De mémoire, je crois qu'il est deuxième ou troisième. Donc, c'est soit lui ou Kevin Donnet de Vulture. Un des deux, il y aurait mon vote. Mais pour le moment, je dirais Mark Bellany, il y aurait de Sunday Touchball, il y aurait mon vote pour le moment.
Alright. Je sais que ça t'implique un peu, là. Fait qu'on va essayer de pas trop parler de toi. Si t'avais les 3 dernières équipes à faire les playoffs, 3 dernières équipes qui font pas les playoffs, Los Bandidos, Clinkers, The Pack, Not Just Fast and Furious, Flunkerton, puis Diablos. 3 équipes qui font les playoffs, 3 équipes qui font pas les playoffs. Go.
Oui, un petit instant. Je vais juste reprendre. Moi, je dirais, OK, ceux qui font les playoffs, je dirais, il y aurait de Pac.
OK.
Los Bandidos, je veux dire, ils vont être sur le lancer. Hier, ils ont battu, justement, vous en avez parlé un peu, ils ont battu le Panzer Plan.
Ouais.
Donc, ils sont vraiment sur une lancée. Puis la dernière, peut-être Flunkington, parce que les autres, c'est ça, leur dernière partie, justement, ils jouent, contre qui ils jouent déjà? Ils jouent contre, un petit instant. En tout cas, je sais que, Fast and the Furious, c'est que un des deux équipes va s'éliminer automatiquement. Donc, d'après moi, le gagnant de ce match-là, c'est que ça va les propulser en séries éliminatoires. Mais je donnerais un petit 2 sur Flunkington.
Fait que tu dis que not Fast, Just Furious, Clinkers puis Diablo seront pas les playoffs?
Exact.
Alright, intéressant.
Ben, je me mettais pas là-dedans, mais oui.
Ouais, ben, tu sais, c'est sûr que c'est difficile de qualifier sa propre équipe, là.
Non,
On va
non,
dire,
c'est ça.
mettons,
Ben oui,
à l'exception de toi. Puis en division 6D, Potatoes, Guardians, One Speed Power, puis Goon Squad. Deux qui font les playoffs, deux qui font pas les playoffs.
OK. Malheureusement, pour Peeze, One Speed Power, d'après moi, ils ont un calendrier très difficile encore, mais ils finissent contre le Potatoes. Fait que peut-être qu'ils vont...
Friendship over. Done. You're dead to me. Dead to me.
Eh ben, ou sinon, c'est quelles les autres équipes tu disais?
Potatoes, One Speed Power jouent un contre l'autre à la semaine 11. Guardians qui viennent juste de gagner, puis Goon Squad.
OK. Je vais y aller avec le Potatoes.
Fait que tu penses que Potatoes va battre One Speed Power à la semaine 11 puis ils vont faire les playoffs?
Ouais, je sais, je suis méchant envers Peeze, mais oui, là. Parce qu'il joue sur un pied, fait que ça l'aide pas, là.
C'est assez terrible à voir. Il court même pas après le gars qui a fait une interception, c'est assez terrible.
C'est ça que j'y avais dit hier après un jeu, ouais.
Business decisions.
Yeah, you don't even move. You look at him and like, yeah, okay. There was one pick where the guy picked you off on a convert. He started running, beat everybody, and since you didn't move, he slowed down. He was like, is it good? Is it live? The guy didn't know what to do.
Business decisions. It's not worth me getting more hurt for a guy I can't catch.
Oh, yes, that's fair.
There we go. So what's the point? Business decisions.
So, movie review time?
Yeah. Mark, did you watch the Oscars?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Really? I don't understand the word shows. Were you sober when you watched the Oscars?
Malheureusement, oui. Mais oui, c'est vrai que cependant, cette année, c'est vrai qu'on contrairement aux autres années, l'annonceur, je trouvais, il manquait un peu de vol, il manquait un peu de punch dans ses jokes. La bonne nouvelle, c'est qu'ils ont mis beaucoup d'emphase sur le mouvement pour la journée des femmes. Ils ont mis beaucoup d'emphase là-dessus. Donc ça, c'était très intéressant. Mais la qualité du show a laissé un peu à désirer.
Well,
Oui.
I mean, it's the crappiest job, right? The expectation of funny is hard, especially in a room where you can't make the jokes that would be the funniest. But what did you think of essentially a remake of the 80s movie Splash winning Best Picture?
Oh boy.
You know, it's a dude. It's a chick talking to a fish, right? Like I haven't seen it, but it's a chick talking to a fish.
I mean, that's
Didn't we see Tom Hanks talk to a mermaid? Doesn't this movie already happen?
Didn't he talk to a ball too?
What?
Didn't he talk to a ball?
Tom Hanks is in a lot of movies where he talks to things he shouldn't. What'd you
Je me
think of
demande
that?
toujours de parler de films vraiment bizarres. Comme celui-là, sérieusement, ça serait très drôle à voir, puis je serais définitivement pas à jeun pour le regarder. Ça, c'est certain.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's fair.
C'est en division 6D, 4th and 20. Ils ont gagné 5 games de suite. Qu'est-ce que t'en penses? Tu penses que c'est les contenders?
Oui, ils viennent de battre en plus Rossos, donc c'est une belle victoire. J'avais vu dans mon article que Rossos, mais dans l'article de François Martin, je veux dire que Rossos l'a emporté, donc c'est une très belle victoire pour eux. Ils sont sur une belle lancée. C'est ça, c'est que c'est une belle équipe, mais le carrière a tendance à lancer à un seul joueur. J'ai oublié son nom malheureusement, mais il joue dans des divisions plus élevées. Mais leur défensive, parce que je les couvrais au printemps dernier, ça s'est grandement, puis je les ai vus une fois cette année, leur défensive, ça s'est grandement amélioré. Mais d'après moi, ils vont faire les playoffs, mais pour qu'ils fassent un bout de chemin, c'est que le carrière devrait diversifier mieux son ballon et pas juste lancer à sa grande vedette individuelle.
All right. Merci beaucoup, Marc, pour ton input cette semaine.
Mais merci à vous.
Merci.
Bye bye.
So I think we got some breaking news. It's not FPF related. You want to do that on the show?
Yeah. Akeem Talib, formerly of the Denver Broncos, has now been traded to the LA Rams for a 5th-round pick.
Who do you think has the crappy job of having to tell Talib he's been traded
For a
Oh,
fifth
man,
round.
the turd.
for anything? Just
The
have to
turd.
go go talk to this guy
No, but
who's the scariest dude in the world.
Oh.
You've been traded. You
Hold
need
on.
to relocate your family.
You've
Also-
been traded for Michael Crabtree's chain.
Yeah.
So hold on. Here's a question for you. Walking down a street, who are you more intimidated by, Marcus Peters or Akeem Talib?
I keep Talib, 1,000%.
That's two big egos in the
Yeah,
in the
but
locker
it's
room.
also
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with Pete.
Talib to the Rams for a 5th-round
We
pick.
have a write-in as well.
Oh,
from-
for the
from
Talib
Martin.
reaction?
Diablo vont faire les séries, mais je suis d'accord pour Clinker. So just responding to what Marc.
So he's saying Diablo's women flaws, but not clinkers.
So, like,
I
does he watch his
disagree.
own team play?
I don't think so. I think
So-
he's too involved. Like
It's
he
too
only
close to home,
sees it,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So self-awareness is important.
It's tough.
Breaking news also, Brett Botkin, former Division 6 writer, kind of related, apparently just discovered Instagram because he posted 700 pictures today. So if any of us go on their Instagram
Shock.
feeds, that's all you'll see.
Well, what type
I,
of
w-
pictures
I
do
was
we have
confused.
here?
You were scrolling through it.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you on Brent Botkin's Instagram?
I wasn't.
Were you liking things?
Let's stop. Let's stop.
That was amazing.
I have ADD. I can't. I have the script on
What
one
pics do you
tab.
have on IG? Like of what exactly? Is there any?
Every picture he's ever taken.
He posted
like-
a picture of his car getting scrapped, and someone's like, "Oh man, what happened?" He's like, "Oh, it was back in January." So I
There's a
feel like he
picture-
just had like an ensemble of pictures he uploaded in bulk.
Come on,
like a
Like
montage
there's his
of
dad's
highlights.
birthday. There's him drinking a Peroni. Like it's
You're confused. It could
it's
be-
special. Like he made like a scrap. He went scrapbooking. It's kind of cute. Kind of. He looks like
I
he
guess.
looks like a kind of guy who enjoys a good scrapbook.
Yes, he does.
Or enjoys IG.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
He doesn't just go to it for the Instagram models like me and Simon.
There's models?
Slide into
Bank.
his DM so you can get onto the articles.
Oh, I'm gonna slide into Brent Botkin's DM tonight.
Nice.
Hey, Brent, what's up?
Send him a click.
You wanna hang?
I transplant to my
Yeah, but
DMs.
what are you sending me? What is this?
What is this?
Do like what Brent Botkin does to us on Facebook. Send his own articles to us. Yes, Brent, I saw it. Thank you.
In the regular 6th division.
Yes.
Right now, 2 playoff spots to be had. With the Potatoes and Guardians holding down the 7 and 8 spots at 5 points each. You have 1 Speed Power and Goon Squad on the outside here. So who's going to be in and who's going to be out? If you could pick
So-
one. If excluding, taking you out, Peasy, because you have to.
We're in a tough spot. We needed to beat Tough Lungs. We needed to beat Pension Plan. Every week we needed to win one game.
Who are you playing next week?
Fighting Flamingos.
Yeah.
And then
So-
who beat in playoffs last year though?
No. Okay, so
So-
you're playing Fighting Flamingos, which is a loss. Now it's gonna come down to week 11 against Potatoes.
I mean, under I have a Hawaiian themed T-shirt that I wear under my jersey every time I play against Brad Evans. So I'm thinking this will give me the power
It's fair.
to win the game. So
You use his
knowing
own
that-
power against
with
them.
with that knowledge,
Use his own power against them.
will once we power have a chance.
You won't.
No.
But
So-
yeah, so he's gonna come down against the Potatoes, and I believe you'll beat them.
I mean, so far, once we power has never missed the playoffs, but we've always had this kind of season where it's like
You have to
we're
squeak
gonna win
by.
a game, we get to the
2 and
playoffs.
6 though.
3 and
It's really
7, we
bad.
got in last year. 5-5 first season where we had to win 5
So-
straight. So I mean,
No, I'll stick by 1 Speed Power against Potatoes, but I'm gonna go Guardians over Goon Squad.
So who finishes in the 7th and 8th spot then, Simo? If you pick those 2 teams.
Guardians and 1 Speed Power.
But who will finish where, though,
Oh,
overall?
who cares?
So there's no merit then. There's
1
no
Speed Power is 8th, Guardians 7th, whatever.
so then who falls out though?
you said
Potatoes and Goon
Potatoes
Squad?
and Goon
Oh,
Squad.
potato. So yeah, essentially the game.
There's
you're
a
saying-
paying attention
saying-
problem here.
You're saying yeah, there's too many things going on. You're saying that the potatoes once we power essentially is going to.
Playing game.
That's the playing game. That's fun. That's cool.
That's
I,
the
hope-
way-
I legit hope that's the
That's
case.
the way I see it. And in that scenario, 1 Speed Power will beat the Potatoes. Because Eagle's been saying that for like 20 minutes now.
Other side of the bracket, you have Los Bandidos, Clinkers, and the Pack in the 6, 7, 8. Not Fast, Just Fierce, and Funkerton in the 9 and 10 spots here, along with Diablos. They're also in the 11th spot. So with Banditos, Clinkers in the pack, who's most likely to fall out now with those three teams within a point to 2 points
Honestly,
of a playoff spot?
I would have said Banditos last week, but now that they've been pension plan, there could be something brewing there. I'll go with the way I see it. The pack are not making the playoffs. Diablos are not making the playoffs, regardless of what François Martin saying. Flunkerton.
You gotta love the belief, though, right?
But
No, I mean,
Even
like,
if those delusional.
he loves himself. It's
Yeah.
fine. Flunkerton, Banditos, I could see it. I think it's going to come down to not just Fast and Furious and Clingers, not just
Clippers
Fast.
are likely losing this week.
Not Fast,
against
just
Pension
Furious. Yeah, yes. No, so
and that's the
they'll
last game.
so they'll
They
finish
only have
four
one
and
left,
they'll
though,
finish
that's the
4
thing.
and 6.
Yeah.
And it's going to come down to whether not Fast just Furious are able to win the rest of the way to kind of jump Clinkers, but they have a very tough schedule the last 2 games.
Mhm.
So, well, at least like I feel they have their own like
Destiny in their hands.
solid up. Man, if you win, you're in. If you lose, it's basically you lost, so you don't deserve
Well,
to be there,
unless,
sort of thing.
unless Clinkers and Pack win, also, then they don't have control. If they don't
Yes,
win.
but I don't see that happening, so that's fine. They can Clingers won't beat Pension Plan next week. I don't see that happening.
I agree.
So that would leave the door open for not
The,
Fast, just
the Pack
Furious.
have Goon Squad.
Yeah.
So Goon Squad, are their players back?
No, I think some are still missing.
Okay, so
yeah.
I don't think they'll win without their full team.
But not
But it depends. Like, is Daniel Krebs there?
but not Fast, just Furious can still jump Clingers even if the back wins. Like it's not exclusively.
yeah.
All right,
So-
6D here because we don't have much time
Yep.
here, boys. 6D. 4th to 20. Looking at them now, gentlemen, they are on a 5-game winning streak here. Many thought they were dead,
Yes, we
left for
talked
dead.
about that earlier.
I don't get it.
But here's the thing, though, right? Are they now to be taken maybe as a legitimate contender?
No.
But remember,
No?
their defense has not
No.
given up more than 20 points during this win streak.
Correct.
Though.
And the defense is good. The defense has
I-
been good.
They have the lowest points against in the
Correct. But what wins championships in FPF, Simo?
defense.
Never.
Offense. 5 touchdowns. The
You
PZ
need 5
rule of
touchdowns.
thumb.
Look, we always
Not,
say
not every week though.
But you need to
win,
have it 4 times.
to win a championship.
Can you go into the playoffs and win 4 games scoring 3 touchdowns?
You'll win maybe 2.
So no.
No,
Is
you'll
your
make the
answer.
conference
But
final.
the answer is no, though.
But
The answer is you won't
in
win-
you won't win a
defense-
championship, but
in
you'll win.
defense
You'll
of
make it
them-
to the
Enough for
conference.
real.
But if you make the conference finals, you are for real.
No, man. That's like saying silver and bronze medals counted in the Olympics. It's
Buddy, if you win a silver medal in the Olympics,
Hey.
you're a real deal.
Throw it in the
But it
garbage.
depends on how they approach the offense, right? Where they maybe slow down the clock and just milk it.
4th and 20. I
Yeah.
don't think they play that way.
No, they play the brawler style.
If
Highest points they've put up in a single game. Week 6, 21 versus
Yeah.
6-pick.
Give me that.
Solid.
Give me that for a championship, Simon. 100%.
solid. Listen, if they're I wouldn't say smart enough, but if they, yeah, I will
Are
go with
aware
that.
enough?
Yes. Slow it down to where you have 2 possessions per
Yeah, if you can make
per
it a-
side per half. So
Like 4 or 5 possessions total.
if the other
per
team
team.
has 4 possessions total, and we know how good this defense is, they'll allow 12 points per game. In that scenario, but
if
in
you don't make, if they themselves don't make mistakes,
but in
and turn the
normal
ball over.
FPF scenarios where teams have 5, 6, maybe even
Okay,
7
so
possessions, that
Air Force One, are they allowing only 3 touchdowns against them in playoffs?
If they play Air Force One and Air Force One only has 4 possessions,
Scoring all for it.
okay, so here's a question.
or
for
they
you.
might score on 3 and score 19.
Here's a question for you. Your
Tell
number
me
one
who.
team right now between Air Force One, Sick Pick, and Green Monsters. Who? Peasy.
I think
AF1.
I think Green Monster's kind of like not truly an elite team.
I agree.
They're good though. They're very
They're-
good.
So
they're a
are they
strong
at,
team.
at this category of teams? Would they be the team that would be most likely bounced in the first round?
Yes. Yes,
They're
I
the
I think
weaker of the
they're-
3.
like get ready for that. Get ready to see
No,
that.
but they could have an easy matchup.
yeah, I mean,
because
yeah.
of because where they are in the current rankings, and they'll be most likely second at the end of the season. There's a
See-
chance that they play an easier team as the 7th seed,
mhm.
so they could not be a one and done. But I don't think they'll be able to match up against strong playoff teams well.
there are 3 teams in Division 60, and then there's everyone else. There's Air Force One, there's
Sick pick.
Sick Pick, and then there's Also Hard U.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Who have a balanced attack on offense, by the way.
But I could see Green
And
Monster.
the team I think being a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams is Broke Boys. So they're gonna win games and upset teams just because they're fast, they're quick, they have good athletes. If you make a couple mistakes, they'll capitalize and they'll win the game.
Do you think that Green in a playoff game, Green Monster, also hard. Do you think Green Monster has a chance to win? I'm not saying they
Yeah.
will.
But
But
I
do
don't
you think they
will.
have a chance to beat Air Force One?
No.
Okay.
Air Force One's offense is just slightly more prolific, and
Okay, no, it's fine.
and I think that's why. But either way, both teams it's a touchdown favorite at least.
All right, Peeze, you're into beer making, right? You love to do beers in the
Yes, I do.
summertime.
Thank you
Spring,
for promoting. We're actually brewing on Saturday.
We're not a beer promoting company, but we
We
like
are.
to talk
We
beer.
do
we
promote
love
beer.
alcoholism.
I know we do.
We love beer.
Ramada's not that far away, boys. Okay, so Peeze, when you think about it right now, you have Brewers, which is a beer
Mm-hmm.
type of thing here. You have Here for the Beer. Do they have a chance at the playoff spot if you were the beer expert in this whole process?
Clever transition.
Shout out to Brewers, by the way. Actually reaching out to myself and Simone saying,
Yep.
other than telling my team to go play soccer, how can we improve?
At least they're listening to the podcast.
Yeah,
So I'll give
and you
them
know
props for
what?
that.
And we kind of explained to him like what we do here is a show. It's meant to be entertaining. I told him if you notice my articles have a different tone for that reason. It's more educational sense. And we're trying to
So
reach
you're
out.
a
We're trying to
teacher.
help them. But I think their issue is they have a lot of learning to do in a short period of time. Here for the beer, they've been around FPF a little bit, so I think at some positions they have a deficit of talent.
What's going on? Sorry, Eagle just drank like a cup of.
I think to offset the
Cream?
sugar he had.
It's just our show is produced by a 7-year-old child.
Video game
Mongoloid.
sugar fiend,
Mongoloid.
a gremlin.
Don't do that.
A
Don't be
gremlin.
putting people with dude. You're the worst.
I love how he smiled at me and said yes with his head.
But here for the beer also are I think going to get spanked in the last 2 games, but the
Oh,
one
yeah?
thing is to stick through it.
But do they have a chance of like?
They've Krakens and Air Force One.
I mean, I'm not on Kraken's bandwagon anymore. So
Here for the beer.
anything could happen.
If that's why they'll get smacked. No, but the thing is, I think they need to evaluate the roster and they need to call plays that better suit the players that they have. And they're the kind of team. If you slow down the game, make it ugly, like we're seeing Black Sox. Black Sox, what they're doing is, man, that's a slow game. But it's a
yeah.
3-score game every game.
Yeah, but that's one thing that a lot of people have a tough time trying to grasp the concept is. No, that's not what I'm saying. Is you need to call plays that work with your personal. Not everybody has that John Ball artist that wins everything. So don't attempt to do that with everybody, and kind of work with what you got. If you got a lot of speed, then throw slants and drags. If you got a lot or 40 bombs. If you don't have a lot of speed, then don't call drags.
All right, quickly here, boys. Baker boys, yes or no? With 1 game left in the schedule, do they jump over Goat Depot and Raw Sauce for the last playoff
Who are they
spot?
playing?
Baker boys in their last game of the year that they will have. As I pull this up here, they're 2-7. They will face in Black Sox. Thank you very much.
Okay, so to jump over Raw Sauce, because Mo did some amazing research, Raw Sauce would need to allow 80 points next week, and then more points than Baker Boys in their game.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So yes,
So
no.
basically, they would need to allow like 120 points in the next 2 games,
Amazing.
and
That
lose
would be
out,
the greatest collapse.
and be in a 3-way tie with Baker Boys for Baker Boys to jump them.
That being said, there's also Goat Depot sitting at 8th place with 5 points, so they can jump them.
Go Depot, yes, but they
But the question
couldn't
was
jump.
Raw Sauce.
Yeah,
specifically.
could they jump Raw Sauce?
Yeah.
So unless Rosas allows 120 points in the next 2 games and lose out, well, if they
What
allow
odds are you giving
120 points, they will lose
What odds are you giving me?
0.1.
No.
Percent?
Like
No,
odds,
no,
like
what odds?
like
If we-
Oh, odds.
If I'm taking that action, what do
If
you
you
give
give
me?
30%,
So you're betting for Rosas to.
But I need massive odds for that.
I'll give you one and against 150.
150.
1
Yeah.
150 to 1 odds. That means you pay $10, then he wins 50.
That they'll allow 120 points, lose out, and be in a 3-way tie. So that
Alright. Give
Baker-
me 10. I'll take that one.
All right.
okay. So Baker Boys jumps
Yeah,
Rosas.
yeah.
Games of the week now, boys. Here we go.
Oh, you're
gonna
gonna
give pennies
give
around.
me the option to butcher it. Week of the games of the week.
You can do whatever you
Games
want.
week, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. 2 flags, 1 cup against Blitz Babes.
Is it like games of the
Good
week
game.
for those who do not lift?
Give me Blitz Babes.
Let's babes as well.
But I go.
Word
Blitz
play.
Babe. I was confused then and I laughed. So sorry.
The Squad Bowl practice squad against Coogee Squad.
Could squad are a mess. I saw
Practice
some of the
squad.
game. The play calling doesn't make sense, and Andrew Knopp is going to eat up Steve Botso.
And hopeful Division 6 champions against Diablos.
That's been a disappointing team.
These have been disappointing teams.
Both,
Both of them.
yeah.
Just because I want François Martin to be angry, I will say hopeful Division
Yeah,
6
I'll go with
champions.
hopeful Division 6 champions as well. Next.
And 6D, we have replacements against Sunday Touch Boys.
STB.
Yeah, give me the touch boys.
Yeah, give me the weird churchgoers.
À déterminer against Quackers.
Terminate's done.
Give me Quackers.
No, but
They're just not winning ever again. Let's be
Quackers,
honest.
man.
That's
They'll go
fine,
7 and
but
2.
Quackers are really
7
good.
and
man.
2, yeah.
Quackers.
They'll be 7 and 2.
And Ball So Hard You against Pine Riders.
Ball so hard.
Charles
That's
Suggs'
gonna be
favorite
an ugly
school,
game.
They're really good, man.
Ball so hard.
Also heard you.
All right.
Can I throw in the last one?
Yes, go ahead,
Sick
Eagle.
pick Rothas.
Sick pick.
Sick back.
Okay.
These aren't good games. This
But
is a
they-
bad week.
But they won't score 60. So.
Maybe there'll be some more teams scoring 2 points this week.
Yeah, but I don't see Ross allowing 60 points to sick
Yeah.
bit.
Magic words, please, boys.
The show has been brought to you by the letter A, the number 13, and Simo saying jump balls.
Good
13
night,
jump balls?
Missouri.
You've said jump balls like 4 times in 2 shows.
813 jump balls?
Yeah.
Towercast.
I mean, it could be interesting sexually.
813 jump balls.